It's a great day, my amazing CEOs. Think about Bondi Band. And Rebecca Buckley, she had a challenge, by the way. Just like a number of folks who are going to the gym every single day. In her case, she had her hair in her head. In my case, I don't have any hair. But you're out there and you're working out all the time. And there's a huge challenge. And the challenge is oftentimes there's sweat coming down your face. Now, I'm a runner. I run 5 marathons, and I found myself in a situation many, many times where I try to keep doing like this to run the sweat from in front of my face. Well, enter Rebecca. She's out in Australia on vacation. She decided, I'm going to do something about it. Have you ever found yourself in that situation? Maybe that's how, as a CEO, you started working for your business, or maybe that's how you got started. You just said, I'm going to do something different. I'm going to do something. She said, I'm going to create a band that can absorb the sweat while you're out there every day. Now, that was something different. That was something unique. So when she returned from Australia, she decided, you know what? Here's what I'm going to create. Here's an interesting fact. It took her to create a special type of design, yes, a pattern, a fabric that would absorb the sweat and absorb the water so it wouldn't be in front of her face. Now, what's my point? Why do I tell you that? What's most important to you as a CEO? Well, what's most important is, number one, she had a serious problem. She said, I'm not alone. There's other folks out there that probably had the same problem. And as a result, Bondi Band is the juggernaut that it is today. My big takeaway for you as a CEO is, number one, don't be afraid to go into uncharted waters and create something that doesn't exist today. Now, that might not be your jam, but doesn't mean you can't work with a team. And in doing so, you can solve your customer's problem. You do that, and you will see your sales go up and away. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown, and I want to welcome you to the CEO Sales Huddle. Now, every morning when we get together, we like to start off with our mantra. And this mantra is something that's very important, it's near and dear to us. And our mantra is, if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. And there's an obvious reason to that. Let me tell you the reason for that. The reason that is, without sales, there's always more money going out than there is coming in. The point and the message I want to share with you is that selling at the end of the day is really serious business, because without sales, there's no cash coming in. You're unable to purchase the resources. You find yourself frustrated and upset, and there is a better way, and that is to serve and to solve problems. Now, just like the case study we just mentioned, there is a way to do that. And I believe the number one way to do that is to pledge every single morning to your sales organization, to all the customers you serve, that you're going to learn, you're going to earn, and you're going to return. Let me go ahead and put that down. I want you to repeat after me. I believe that every CEO needs to do this every single morning anyway, but repeat after me. I have to learn something new. Go ahead and repeat after me. Repeat after me. I have to learn something new in order to earn new revenue from existing clients, in order to get new and old clients to return. I must learn, I must earn, and I must what? Return. Now, we have a couple of objectives when we get together every single morning. For many of you who tune in every morning, our number one objective is sales progress. So you show up every single day, because in the sales organization, the one organization that generates revenue, you're like, I'm just looking for a little bit of progress. I'm not going to discount small beginnings. Okay, I'm not going to discount that there's changes that I can make. I believe that I could always get better. When you tune in every single morning, you're in this type of conversation around sales, around success, around measuring. So we look for the sales to go up every single day, right? Because if you can't focus on sales, you can't be in business. So this is an opportunity for us to get our focus on, for us to be exactly where we need to be. Now, the second part is to address any roadblocks that are out there, because we know life is not perfect. There are things that happen, and we've got to be prepared and in a position to deal with that. Now, how do you deal with that? What's one way is to understand the 5 sales pillars that every CEO must know and understand every single morning. And pillar number 1 is you've got to have a CEO sales plan. If you're watching right now and you've been busy and say, "Shit, I haven't had to stop to do that." I hear you say that almost every morning. And truthfully, when I go look at all the processes I have, the systems that I have in place, my goals, my objectives, and my missions, there is no one-page CEO sales plan. I'm going to encourage you to go over to www.ceosalesplan.com. Once you do that, you can download the CEO sales plan. There is no cost for that. The second sales pillar, because I want to give you all 5 sales pillars this morning. The second sales pillar is your sales cycle. What's the cycle you're going through? The case study we mentioned this morning had to absolutely understand the sales cycle they're going through. And then number three, and more importantly, is the sales message, because every morning you have a message, something that you're going to say to your folks that gets them excited, gets them going. Your clients tune in because they believe in you. Yes. Isn't that so important? Isn't that where you stand? Isn't that what's needed for where you are today in your business? And number 4 is the CEO sales dashboard. And number 5, sales pillars. Well, only you're talking about right now, the CEO sales pillars that you need in your business is a sales team. Now, if you haven't downloaded your CEO sales dashboard, I want to encourage you to take a moment right now, and I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and download it right now. You can go over to www.ceosaleshuddle.com and download it. Every morning, for those folks that tune in every morning and you're here every single day, do me a favor. Look right below the video and put hashtag I'm here. I love to tune in. I love every morning take this second. You know, I say, Shay, every morning we do this. Yes, it's an opportunity for you to check in, for me to see you, you can see me, and you to connect with everybody that's all around right now. So I'm really going to encourage you to do that. And then for those who watch the replay, we appreciate you. Every single morning we show up, we appreciate you. Do me a favor. Look right below the video. And put hashtag replay. Put a hashtag replay. And all the folks who are watching online, thank you for tuning in. We appreciate every single one of you who tune in, every single one, whether you're on Apple TV, you're on Roku. It doesn't matter. You're here. You're in the building. Thank you so much for showing up. I just want you to know that we appreciate you. If you haven't downloaded the CEO Sales Dashboard, make sure you download that right now. CEO Sales Huddle is a place where CEOs gather to understand how to sell more faster. So I get it. You know how to sell. But there's a couple things that you're looking for. You want sales growth? Yes. You want sales accountability? Yes. And you want consistency? Yes. Why? Because you probably heard this before, that consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. Consistency is the key. And having said that, what do people struggle with most? They struggle with consistency. We only ask for 15 minutes a day. There are 1,440 minutes in every day. So we're asking you to show up. Give us 15 minutes. Why? Because it's the highest and best use of your time to increase your sales results. Because our number one outcome, every single morning we show up, there's only one outcome. And the outcome is to drive $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. And this is over and beyond whatever you're earning today. There's an extra $100,000 a month that's pouring in week after week, month after month, because of your focus and your diligence. Now, we get into the most important part. Well, every part is important. Every segment is important. But really what's near and dear to me is the CEO Sales Dashboard. And the CEO Sales Dashboard was created because there was a problem. There were a number of CEOs out there, and they're like, hey, what do I need to measure? What should I be looking at every single day? I've got a lot going on, and I need to make sure that I'm tuned into the most important areas of the business that can drive it. And I said to myself, well, we're going to create that. So the CEO Sales Dashboard has 5 main components: leads, appointments, offers, deals, and repeat business. Now, hopefully you have your CEO sales plan open right now. Got it. Check that box. And the CEO Sales Dashboard, this is probably where we get the most where folks really tune in, because they subscribe to a philosophy, and I want this to be a philosophy in your business as well, especially for the sales organization. And that philosophy is what gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Isn't that so important? Can't you relate to that in so many different ways? So go ahead right now, open up the CEO Sales Dashboard. Let's go open it up now. And once you open up the CEO Sales Dashboard, you can scroll down there. And once you scroll down on the right-hand side, there's leads, appointments, deals, offers. Make more offers, deals, and then repeat business. And then you're going to go to the complete other side, and you go all the way across the top. And when you go across the top, there's the date, and you come down to today. Now, I know we talked about leads, but today I just want to settle in on one area. And I really want you to listen. I want you to tune in like you've never tuned in before. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. You're going to take a look at appointments. And for your team yesterday, how many appointments were set yesterday? For the team yesterday, how many appointments were run yesterday? When you take a look at that segment, you also ask yourself, of those appointments that were run, how many were one-on-one? How many were one-to-many? when your team is setting appointments, they're also setting appointments many times to just collaborate because you subscribe to the school of thought that collaboration crushes competition. Success is a team sport. You can only get so far by yourself. So I'm asking you now to tune back in. And I'm saying, well, how many appointments were set just to collaborate? So you can collaborate, we'll work with other folks. Yes, you want to get to $100,000, but you understand success is a team sport. And then for some of you, did you set any appointments just to generate referrals? You understand how important referrals are in your business. For many of us, referrals isn't easy revenue. I get that easier because someone's coming to you and they were referred. But what if we had appointments so we could serve other folks, so we could help them get revenue in their business? Wouldn't that be so different? Wouldn't that be so cool? Wouldn't that be so nice? And isn't that so possible? You're here. You tune in. So right now we're looking at the CEO Sales Dashboard. Created as the number one tool to help folks get to $100,000 a month of consistent, predictable, reliable revenue. We're just looking at the category of appointments. You might have your own in there. Maybe you have appointments for certain products that are important to you. Maybe you have a webinar appointments in there. Maybe you have appointments for 5-day challenges. Maybe you have appointments to meet new people. Maybe you have appointments to follow up. I mean, you can get creative that works for your business, but here's what I do know, that nothing happens without an appointment. So I want to encourage you right now to focus and download the CEO dashboard. What gets measured gets managed. What gets managed gets better. Now we're going to tune into another segment. It's probably one of my favorite. Where we step back and we don't beat ourselves up. No. We step back and we look at it honestly, openly, and we say, look, let's celebrate some wins. Let's look at what's working and what isn't working. So when we celebrate wins, we understand two things. Powerful people ask powerful questions, because questions steer focus. And in this life, you get exactly what you focus on. So I'm going to ask you to step back and just ask yourself 3 questions. What are you most proud of today for the sales team yesterday? What was your biggest accomplishment yesterday for the sales team? And what's the one thing that you can do today that you want to just brag about that happened yesterday? And yeah, we don't always just say life is perfect and there are no problems, but we do understand that we've got to measure, we've got to manage, and we've got to ask these powerful questions because they do steer focus. Now, we take a look now at the other area. What was your biggest roadblock yesterday? What's preventing you today from moving forward? Look at the sales organization only. You can apply this to any other area of your life. But right now, I'm only asking you to look at the sales organization and ask this question. What's the one thing that you can do today that if you did it, it would move your business forward? And you're going to step into that. You're going to step into that. You're going to step into that because you got this. You're a winner. You're a champion. You were made for this. You were born for this. This is what you do. You overcome any obstacles and hurdles that are out there. So I'm going to ask you right now as you're coming down the home stretch, I think that's it. I'm going to ask the message of the day. And the message of the day is step into it. Step into the next level. Step outside your comfort zone. Step into the CEO dashboard. Step into the realm of possibility that sales for many of you, like myself, it was the fastest way to financial freedom, and you're all in. You're not going to dibble. You're not going to dabble. You're going to be all in, and in being all in, you're going all out. Step into not your greatness, but your next level. You got this. You're amazing, and I know you're an incredible CEO, you're an honest CEO, you're a hardworking CEO, you're a servant CEO, and you're someone that wants to make a difference in the world. You want to have more meaning in the world, which means you have more impact. You want to have more impact in the world, which means you have more income, and you definitely want to make $1 and a difference at the same time. With that being said, my name, by the way, is Shay Brown. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve you. I'll see you at the next CEO Sales Huddle. God bless, and keep doing God's work. Peace.